Well, that wasn't too hard at all. Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased, and today's episode is crazy. It's a pair of shoes that I've been looking at for a minute, and it's already been touted as sneaker of the year. So to set the scene, I'd gone into every single raffle and done no good. My boy Ollie P, he hit on JD, he was going in for my size, which I thank him 100%, you know, a legend of a guy, always giving people retail assists, and I hadn't hit on any raffle. I had the RA coming. I couldn't confirm if Pitt Street Mall was going to have them. I couldn't be bothered waking up super early and not being sure if I'm going to be able to get them, if they are actually getting there or whatever. So I didn't set an alarm, I just slept in. And then this happened. Alright, so we hit on the Nike George Street raffle. This is my first raffle I've hit with Nike. They take your money and then you've got to go pick them up within 7 days. I slept in, I was going to do the whole Pitt Street Mall thing, and I couldn't be fucked. So, luckily we've still hit. We're going to go pick them up. Ollie P is actually hit on the JD raffle as well. So we're getting the RA as well. So we got the doubles. But it is release day. I would love to have them on release day. I'd love to have the content for you for the Monday. So we're going to do that. We're going to go down Sydney. And it's something different, man. I'm going to catch a train. I said it a few weeks back that I thought about it. I'm going to do it, man, because I can just sit there watching Netflix the whole way down. Why not? Let's do that. I'm going to drive to the train station right now. We'll see what else is around. I feel like we're going to see Air Max 1s everywhere. I really was hoping to hit at InQ, because then I can just go pick them up in store as well. But we have hit on Nike, first ever, so I'm stoked. I knew these would be a lot more accessible than the Lost and Founds, but I'm still seeing a lot of people that have missed out, so it is what it is. Let's do that. So I hadn't caught a train in a while, and I've been thinking about this for a minute. Initially, when the white cements, I was going to do it then, the white cement Jordan 1s. I'd thought about it, and I just thought, you know, no tolls, no parking. I can kind of just like catch up on shows. All these positives started coming, and I'm like, yeah, let's do that. That's going to be, why wouldn't I do that, right? Save petrol, all this stuff. So we're catching a train into Sydney. I'll be honest, I ain't caught a train in a minute. It's a weird feeling, especially since I got the car washed. You know, just yesterday I feel like the beam is looking immaculate. Why don't I don't know. Something different, bro. Mix up the content. Who knows? I could instantly regret this and never want to do it again. Let's go. She got fancy. I had not caught a train in so long. Within the first 5 minutes, like as soon as I hopped on the train, there just seemed to be a lot of homeless people asleep on the train, and it was like 10 a.m. or something, 11 a.m. So it wasn't like crazy late in the day, or crazy early even. But we're sitting down and in the quiet carriage, whatever that means. I've got headphones in, I don't really care. And this dude starts going up and down the aisle, like hitting people up for money, and I'm like, yo, I've never seen that. Like, you know, people are living in tough times. It is what it is. Like, I'm not making any judgments, but I just have never seen that. One thing I don't really remember is how cramped and uncomfortable the seating is. I remember the old trains that used to go from Newcastle to Sydney. I felt like you had a little bit more room, and I felt like they were a bit more comfortable. I don't know. It was dope seeing, you know, so much graffiti and everything. You know, it keeps it interesting. But what was really crazy is, like, Central, in certain parts, they're still doing it up and everything, but it's had a complete makeover, and it just looks like an airport even. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, right.
So I initially get off the train, I head into Pitt Street Mall, I go to Foot Locker. I can't really see anything there. They may have had pairs, I don't know. I couldn't see anything. But we go into Pitt Street Mall, and as I'm going in there seems to be a guy like leaving there with a pair. So I'm like, yo, I might get a second pair here.
Shit, honestly.
Oh, that's
like,
butter right there.
When you mass produce like a million of these Jordans, there's always gonna be like faults on like some of them.
Yeah.
It always happens.
And we did. We got a second pair. I couldn't believe it. Only up to size 10, which is, you know, my size, so that's fine. But this would have been like 1 p.m. or something. Like, the weather wasn't great, so I feel like camping out wouldn't really be a thing. They're also Jordan 3s, which don't really have much resale value unless it's the Armanier. I don't know what it was. Maybe resellers are scared of the rain or something. I don't know. But I got myself a second pair onto Nike George Street. There's some mad weird looks in Nike with 2 pairs. People think I'm backdooring. It's lucky, I guess. I regret trying to get down completely. I just want to be home. I just be in my car, running out of battery. We got pairs. Had to get Taco Bell. I underestimated how heavy these shits would be carrying around the city. No car to put them in, catching trains. Never doing it again. I definitely romanticized the whole going to Sydney on the train. I was like, yeah, no tolls, no parking, I can just chill, whatever, go down, watch things on the way back up. Like, it's gonna be amazing. Nah, man, especially when you got 2 pairs, like walking around with 2 pairs. Apparently I need some more water in my windshield wipers, but we're home. I didn't shoot too much, man. It was raining. It was. I was gonna put them straight to feet like I did the Air Max 1, but it was raining. Like, thought about doing it on the train, and that's a little bit weird. Let's go home and see. Let's see what the quality's like, because you never know. There's been a lot of horror stories, but and the seats are just so uncomfortable, bro. I ain't catching a train for a long time. I'll tell you that right now. Let's go home, open these up. Well, that wasn't too hard at all. Alright, I ain't even looked at these. Let's check them out. We ended up with 2 pairs. We managed to get the Nike win. First ever with the equal raffle. Shout outs to Nike George Street. Had a great conversation with the dude downstairs in the Jordan area. much better conversation with him than say like the conversation last time where dude didn't know about Air Max tape, but it is what it is. And we also hit up Pitt Street Mall and they still had pairs. I saw a dude like walking out of there and he had them, so I'm like, oh, I may as well ask. They still had pairs, only up to a size 10. Lucky for me, I'm a size 10. And we also had a retail assist coming on its way from Oliver. He hit on the JD, he was going in for me. Shout outs to Ollie P, but we got 2 pairs. I did want 3 pairs, but I thought I'm probably being a little bit greedy, yeah? So I've let that retail assist go to my man Adam, because he wanted a pair. This is going to be his first pair of 3s, and pretty good pair of 3s if you ask me. But let's get into these. Alright, first one. Where's this one from? George Street. So this is the raffle win. This is the only reason I went down to Sydney. I was like, I couldn't be bothered waking up early. And then when I saw the raffle win, I'm like, I may as well. And I may as well hit up Pitt Street Mall. So, but if I didn't, I would have just done the RA and that's it. I probably would have stayed and chilled at home. But here we are. I really like the details on the box. It's funny, you look at them and it looks like it's properly worn. But then like, I was even sitting there like on the train home and I like touched it. I'm like, oh, it isn't. It's just printed that way. So like, there'll be heaps of B-roll for all this, but you got the pamphlet. Same pamphlet that came out with the Fire Reds. Elephant print. And then let's see how good or how bad these are. There have been a lot of terrible pairs that came out. My tag just went flying. This pair is pretty good, but there have been like left and right were completely different. So let's hope. Oh man, I got the good elephant print. If you were seeing online, it was like they missed the embossing on one side, but man, I've been pretty lucky here. I would say no, that's consistent. The other thing people were saying is they had 2 different dates on them. So 14th of the 9th, 22 to 12 to 16th of the 12th, 22. No, I got the same dates on mine. So that's where I feel like a lot of the terrible pairs are coming through. But if I'm looking at these now in hand, what can you say? I might have to call up Ollie P and call that RA off. I might want all 3. No, these are really good. And like no flaws. I can't see glue stains as I say that. No, that's the elephant print tricking me. The stitching is good. There's no threads. No like mess up on the paint. I'm stoked with these. I saw a lot of people, Kais Omar was the first one that I really saw this, then I saw other people saying it. And they were saying how thin it is around the collar. And I posed the question, was like, when was the last time you had a 3? Because the collar has been thinner since the UNC 3. This is pretty much like that. I don't see that being any thinner than any 3 that's come out in recent times. Now that is one pair. Perfect quality. Absolutely stoked. Man, I can't believe these were sitting. I'm putting it down to like, it was a miserable rainy day. Like it wasn't pouring down rain, but it was just grey and dribbles here and there. Like, that's the only reason I didn't put them straight to feet. I was gonna put them straight to feet, but I'm like, nah, I ain't even got the crep protect out. Like, man, I'm so stoked. Let's check the other pair. hopefully we got 2 good pairs. So this one should be the Pitt Street Mall pair, and they charged me 50 cents for a damn bag. No, that's my JB Hi-Fi receipt. I had to get another portable charger because mine apparently wasn't charging. And the Signet ones come pre-charged. That's another thing I wasn't, yeah, they charged me for a bag. That's another thing I wasn't ready for on the whole train trip thing. I had everything like ready to go. I had my charger just in case. That's another reason I didn't film so much, because I was running out of battery, and it wasn't until last minute that I thought, oh, I'll just go to JB Hi-Fi and get another mobile portable charger. Alright, same box, everything like that. That's not going to differ. Paper all good as well. Let's have a look at the quality. Tag is still on this one. The other one had been popped, but the laces are undone. Someone's tried that on. Someone's definitely tried that on. I'm not mad at it, but I would say, like, I feel like the leather is completely different on this pair than it is that pair. What's the date? It's the same date. Or am I bugging? No, I'm bugging. I've ended up with 2 perfect pairs. I would say this one has been tried on, based on the laces being like that on both. Outside of that, little glue mark there, nothing crazy. It's crazy, when I was walking around, people were giving me the mad evil eye, like, how has he got 2 pairs? Why is he allowed to get 2 pairs? You could tell what they were thinking, but yeah, maybe that. The inside. I feel like the inside elephant print on that one isn't as pronounced. It's not as bad as what I saw online, but this is on the second pair. But yeah, I was in Nike. I'd already had a pair, and then I rock up to George Street to get my raffle win. And they're like, where'd you get the other pair? And I tell them, like, I got nothing to hide. They're both the same size. Like, I'm going for my size. You know what I mean? So, and then I went downstairs, and I'm already wearing 3s. I'm wearing the denim 3s, the fire red denim 3s. And the guy goes, this is what started off the conversation, and then we're talking for a minute about 90s basketball shoes and stuff. It's like, man, I think you got enough 3s. I'm like, you should see the collection. And, you know, it's funny, him like seeing me wear my 3s, the denim 3s, he's like, man, the silhouette's growing on me, you're making it grow on me. And I'm telling him how comfortable they are and all this. And shout out to that dude. I don't know his name or nothing. I should have got his name, but everyone was looking at me, whether it be as I'm in Nike. There was a dude already with 1 pair. He was walking into Nike George Street. Whether or not he was trying to get another pair, I don't know if he hit or not, but he's looking at me like he's got 2 pairs. People in the street looking at me like, this doesn't add up. Why has he got 2 pairs? I just felt like this weird feeling wherever I went. Then when I went into Nike, Pitt Street Mall again, I was trying to check if they had Pierre's size. He needed a 9. And they're like, dude, you trying to double up? I'm like, nah, I've already doubled up. Like, it is what it is. I've got 2 pairs on me right now. I'm just trying to make sure my mate gets a pair. Tells me, and then he's like, you know, there's no resell in these, you know, the market's. I said, bro, I'm not a reseller. Like, oh, no, I wasn't saying you were. Come on, man, you would. He's telling me all this on StockX, and I'm like, bro, like, you shouldn't be promoting that. I get what it looks like if I got 2 pairs and I'm asking you about another in other sizes, but at the the end of the day, I could pull up the YouTube channel, pull up the TikTok, pull up the Instagram, whatever you need. Photos on my phone, but it didn't matter. Got my pairs, and the best part about picking these up on the Saturday is we can chuck these straight on feet tomorrow, get some reactions, get some on feet shots, do all that type of stuff. So let's do that. What do you think of these?
Oh, it's a really good pair. Good quality too, unlike all the other ones I've seen online.
None of them had any flaws.
That's good.
Like none of them. I checked both pairs right over. There was no flaws, no mismatched leather, no fuck up on the cement.
Must be one of the only pair out lately that have no flaws on them.
So this is the thing, right? I've had this whole idea of like positives for catching the train. I didn't think about how uncomfortable it was. I didn't think of how cramped it would be. I didn't think I could potentially like miss a train by a minute and then have to wait an hour and then almost miss the next one. But I had to run to it and got all sweaty. I don't know, man. Like, it'll be a long time before I do the whole train thing again, but like the rain, I should have checked the weather maybe, I don't know. Here it wasn't too bad, and then by the time we got about halfway down, the weather just looked terrible. It wasn't like heavy rain, it was just like drizzle, but annoying nonetheless, right? But the chairs, bro, like my back was jacked after all that. But this is what we're here for. This is what we did. We showed it off already. You've seen the B-roll. You've seen everything. I have worn these, I want to say I wore them on the Saturday evening. Then I wore them around Sunday when I went shopping and, you know, just had some lunch and stuff. Super comfortable. I feel like they fit exactly like the Fire Red 3s. I got lucky with the quality control on mine. A lot of people didn't. But they were also early releases, so I don't know if... Are they legit? Are they not? Who knows? All I know is both my pairs are dope. I did say I wanted like 10 pairs of these. Realistically, I was probably gonna grab 3 like I did with the Fire Red 3s, but you know, I felt I'm not gonna be greedy. Adam never hit on them. He can have the 3rd pair. You never know. I might be in Sydney in the next couple of weeks and I'll see another pair and grab them. But this has been another episode of Creased. Let me know in the comments. Are you feeling these? Because if you're not, I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, these are incredible. Let me know your thoughts on it. Are you over the Reimagined, the lost and found type treatment? For me, I probably am. I like these, don't get me wrong, but if they were just the normal white cements, I'd be happy to. So, let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll be back twice a week. Peace.